Hi Beauty Junkies! In today's quick tutorial I'm going to walk you through how to apply false eyelashes. False eyelashes, fake eyelashes, whatever, are great fun for any occasion, night out, whatever, that you want to make your eyes really pop. As you can see, I've already applied my eye makeup including mascara before I'm going ahead with this application. And I hope from the beginning of this video to the end you can see what a difference wearing or applying false eyelashes can really make for your eyes. So the tools I'm going to be using today are Revlon Fantasy Lengths. Boop. I also really like Ardell's lashes. I think they make one of the best false eyelashes on the market, and they're inexpensive as well. For the glue, I'm using Lash Grip Eyelash Adhesive. I swear by this stuff. I always get it in clear. They have it in other colors, but clear, that way you can put whatever liner you want over top, should you choose to. It also says that it's waterproof. I have never tested that out, and if you have, I'd love to hear in the comments or feedback on how that worked out for you. Also, I've got a trusty pair of scissors, my liquid liner L'Oreal Carbon Black Telescopic, swear by it. And I've also got one of these handy dandy little things that you can apply lashes with, but I would recommend that you learn how to do it without using this. The technique is basically going to be the same, and I'll kind of show you both. But what happens if you're going to have a night out and you can't find it and you really want to wear lashes? So you should be able to do it on your own. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these out. And the first step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that the lash is going to fit your eye. Some lashes are made a little bit longer for people with, wider eyes. So you're going to want to go ahead and just do kind of like a dry run to see if it's as long or as short as you want it to be. So I've taken it and I'm just going to put my fingers right in the middle of the lash. And I'm going to go ahead and just place it on my lash line. I start generally about where the color starts in your eye here and go back. I've tried it before going all the way into the corner, and it's basically drove me nuts all night. Okay, so, and the little amount of glue that they use to keep it to the container will allow it just to stick on your eye to give you a good gauge of how long you want it to be, or if it's too long or if it's too short. So, and this one of course is not cooperating with me. Okay, so that's a little bit longer than I want to go. Not too much, but I don't know if you can see this in this video, but in between each lash, it kind of looks like a little dot where they've been applied. So how I know that I'm consistently cutting from one lash to the other is I basically count how many dots in I am cutting. So on this one, I'm going to say I'm going to go about 3. So that way on the other one, I will know that I need to cut 3 dots in. Okay? Great. I've already gone ahead and cut the other one. And for some reason, I always like to start with my right eye. It's just a weird thing. I'm going to take my lash grip, holding it in the center. Now, if you were going to go ahead and use this lash applicator, you would just put the lashes down and sort of adjust it so that the top edge is just sitting out like that. But, like I said, I'm going to recommend that you learn how to do it without an applicator. So you're just going to hold it right in the center by the lashes when you go to apply your glue. When you go to apply your glue, you're just going to make a very thin strip along the edge of the lashes. And I will show you just how thin in just a moment. Okay. As you can see, I've just done just a thin little strip there. Now here is the key. A lot of people miss this when they're applying false eyelashes, is that you need to let this dry a little bit before you put it straight on your eye. If you go to put it right on your eye after you've put the glue on, it's going to slide around and not stick and be just a general pain in the you-know-what. So I'm just going to blow on it a little bit. That's going to get it a little bit tackier, a little bit stickier, so that way it will stick with your eye. You could probably say between 30 seconds to a minute I'd wait. Longer is better. Okay. So now that I have waited for that to get a little bit tacky, I'm going to use my eyeliner here as a guide to where I'm applying it. You want to apply the lash as close to your natural lashes as absolutely possible. If there's any space between them, when your eye is open, you're going to be able to see it. So we're going to go ahead and put this right on top. Ooh. I've been doing this for years and see I still have a few problems now and then. And while the glue is still wet, you can pull it down to get even closer to your lash line. Okay, so got the first one on. We're going to go ahead and let the glue completely dry and go clear before we do our next step. I'm going to go ahead and take the next lash. And apply the glue. Just a thin strip as I did before. Blow on it to let it dry a little bit. I wish I had some holding music for you guys. I'm sorry, I totally don't. And again, if you were using the applicator, this would just be setting in the top of this. You would apply the glue the same way, and then you would go ahead and put it on your eye. Okay, so now we're ready to apply the second lash. I'm going to go ahead and kind of pull up the side here and place it right on my lash line, or right above. Like I said, I start right where the color begins on the eye and then going out. Where you want to go is personal preference. Like I said, you may want to go all the way into the inner corner of your eyes. It's just something that drove me nuts. It's, like I said, a personal preference. Just kind of dabbing on top to get it dry. Okay, so now, as you can see, we've got them both attached. This one needs to dry just a little bit more, but this one is pretty much dry. So now I'm going to go back over with my liquid liner, and I'm going to draw from the inner corner up to the lash to make where the lash setting is look a little bit more natural. And then, because your glue is clear, I'm choosing black, but in the past I've done purple or blue or green. You can go over the top of it to give it more of like a cat eye look, right over the top where that edge is, if you can see here. You're going to want to make sure this line is really thin though, because the lash is already going to make that line look thicker. Okay. And now let's see this one. Another good way you can test is just pull down, and if your lash doesn't fall off, it's probably glued on. I'll go from the inner corner up. Pull my lash downward a little bit and just go over top. Okay, there you have it. As you can see, it definitely makes the eye pop a little bit more than just regular mascara. Also too, if you choose to, you can go over your mascara or over your lashes with mascara. I don't really think they need it, but if you do, you can certainly try it out. If you have any questions, comments, tips, feedback, complaints, weird, wild, wacky, whatever, please leave them in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks so much.